Let's draft another train where I can get 4 wins with it. It's a pretty strong card. It's a pretty strong card. Not great in 5 faction because it costs double shadow. You know, you usually want our things to be harder to cast than that, but we'll take it. I think I'll just be conservative and take Execute here. Copperhall Blessings. Funny, I guess. Runic Revolver and Stonescar Magus are fine. Same with Lightning Strike. But yeah, we'll just stay on Shadow for now. Figure out where we go. And pretty underwhelming pack, so... But Rapid Shot has been known to kill people pretty often, so we'll take that. Amethyst Monument. Again, pretty weak pack, really. I think Amethyst Monument's just the best card in the pack. It's kind of just the best card in the pack. Other than Rakano Banner, I guess. Wow, that's a Sharpshooter and a Sky Stab, but pretty easy second execute. I wouldn't hate Stonescar Stranger here. I like my strangers. I like getting my fixing on, but I will certainly take an execute there. And now Stonescar Magus. Wisp can be good, depending on what we end up in. Same with Found Stranger. Magus is just always good. Card's just great. This costs a lot to hold up. And I already have a playset. Vulture is more of a Stonescar card than a Feln card. And I don't know which one Direfang's Spider generally goes in. Mostly because this is really good at wearing weapons and stuff. And it seems like Stonescar might be... It seems like we could end up Stonescar or Feln still. We're just getting past both signals. It's just like, be Shadow. So we're like, okay, we'll be Shadow. Okay. So the question becomes Spider or Vulture. Spider's okay in spots. Ooh. I do like Aerial Ace. But I'm actually going to take Troublemaker here. Even though the Worst Monument is still good. You need to be really aggressive, though, for the Worst Monument to still be good. And I'd rather just take Spider. I'm going to take Troublemaker here. It's been not super impressive, but once you combine it with Dark Return, it starts to do some silly things. So, wow, a second Monument? Okay. We can play a lot of power now. Sabos can be cute, but Mirror Image can also be cute, but way cooler. So we'll take Mirror Image. Guerrilla Warfighter, or just Guerrilla Fighter. Not a good open for us. I could just stick with the Stonescar Magus. That's option 1. Nothing wrong with having 2 Stonescar Magus. I could just stick to Feln and take the Blind Storyteller. It's a good card. It's a totally fine card. If we think we're going to end up Stonescar or Nakatana and Magma Javelin are key cards in that archetype. Or we could take the Hunting Pteriax if we think we're definitely Feln and then we're going to splash Elysian, right? We could do that too. Because the card is really powerful. But man, I really like Stonescar Magus. So I'm just going to take that. Okay. Okay. Wow. Strong reasons to go in both directions again. Our 4 is getting kind of crowded, so I don't know about this Cabal Recruiter. It certainly makes this Haunting Scream better if we go in that direction. Haunting Scream also is hilarious with Mirror Image. But I mean, this is Champion of Chaos. We're just going to take this. And now I'm going to take Seek Power here. Because Rapid Shot's really good, but I want to just be able to... We have super powerful spells, and I just want to cast them. I just want to cast them. Shiny. Yeah, so it seems like Feln might be more open than Stonescar, but I just don't have to choose still and take Lethrai Ranger. I still don't have to pick. Desperado is more of a Feln card than a Stonescar card, for sure. Like 100% for sure. We don't even have to be Stonescar to play Champion of Chaos. We can just splash fire and play this as a 4/4 deadly for 3. Turns out that's still really good. But the reason why I say this is better in Feln than Stonescar is, 1, you have Haunting Scream, but 2, you push through infiltrates in Feln by giving evasion, right? In Stonescar, you do it by removing your opponent's units. If you're removing your opponent's units to clear away for Desperado, Desperado's infiltrates kind of pointless. That being said, it still intimidates the hell out of people and makes them play and do funny things. Yeah, that's a Swift Blade. I don't think I want to take Devour here. I don't want to take Wisdom. That's kind of too much of a pivot. So we'll take Swift Blade. And that's a really late Kobold Acolyte. All right, yeah. So we're Feln. Yeah, we're Feln. We're Feln. We might splash this Champion of Chaos, but Feln. It's very clearly a Feln draft. Like that's a last pick Static Bolt. That just happened. And then we open a Sapphire Dragon, which is great. Amethyst Acolyte's also very good, but it's not a 6/4 flying overwhelm. So we lack big flyers, right? We only have 2 of the best flyers possible. So let's just get a 3rd one. And then, oh, baby, a Jotun Hurler. There's also a Frostkin, which is very strong. Very, very strong. Frostkin's really good. I've been so impressed with Joral's Frostkin lately. We already have a Gorgon Fanatic and a Desperado. I think I'm still supposed to take Hurler. But I've been really impressed by Frostkin. Oh, ooh, 2nd Static Bolt. I mean, Primal's been wide open. We saw that other really late Static Bolt. Or I could just be responsible and take another Hurler. I have 5/4s already. That's not really a reason to take a 5-drop, though, right? Shrikai? Like, that's kind of backwards reasoning. It's like, oh, you're really crowded at 4, so you should take spells more expensive than 4. That's backwards. It's like, right? You just take more 4s. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Like, I understand the logic. Oh, you don't want to be too crowded at one spot on your curve. But not when you're talking about taking a 5-drop instead. Not when you're talking about taking a 5-drop. We do have to acknowledge we're a little crowded at 4. If we were deciding between a 4-drop and a 3-drop, then it's like, oh yeah, go with the cheaper card. I'll take the Static Bolt. Wow. Snowslinger and Scream. I mean, Scream's just insane in this deck now, right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, we took the 5, right? But they were saying, don't take the 4 because we already have so many 4s. But we were looking into taking a 5 against it. We are a little light on 2-drops. So the Snowslinger is tempting, but I think the power level of Haunting Scream here with a Kobold Acolyte, Desperado, Gorgon Fanatic, even just a burn spell with Impending Doom or Stonescar Magus seems pretty strong. So we'll go with that. These are both very good, but we'll go with the cheaper option here. Also combines well with Snowballs. And plus, it's a good turn 3 play. Like, we are crowded at 3, but it's not a reason to take a 4 or whatever, right? We just got done saying that. I doubt we need a Jotun Warrior in this deck, but we certainly won't be needing a Venom Fang Dagger or Pilfer. So maybe we'll end up needing some beef. Soul Collector can be a little slow, but are there options? Violent Gust, which we have an Acolyte and a Levitate. Soul Collector can really run away with games. It's more of a Stonescar card. I'm trying to figure out which one's more necessary. Clearing out their flyers for our Impending Dooms isn't really a big deal. Like, we already just own the skies. Yeah, Amethyst Acolyte is, it's not just stabbing. It's like, I think it's kind of ripping it open. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Gust. We already have an Acolyte and a Levitate. And here's the Snowslinger. I do love Xenon Destroyer. I like getting incidental life gain in this kind of deck, but we could certainly use the 2-drop. Flash Freeze to kill our opponents. I don't really care about any of these cards in this archetype. Second Sight, if we end up getting a 3rd/4th Static Bolt, I could see playing in our deck. So I'll grab it and hopefully not have to play. Serpent Trainer, Frostkin, Acolyte. Runehammer is very good. Smuggler Stash, very good. Herald Song, okay. I do want a Frostkin in my deck at some point. Like, this Troublemaker's not going to make the cut. Is it more important than the Amethyst Acolyte, though? I'm just always so impressed with Acolyte. Second Sight with Hunter? Yeah, that's true. I haven't done that, but that is... Yeah, more snowballs. Yeah, Second Sight might end up making the cut. I think I'm just going to use this is cheaper as the tiebreaker, right? There's also a Serpent Trainer here, which is awesome. I just don't think we need another Flying Wincon, really. Let's just go with the cheaper card. I'm going to take Polymorph because we have 2 Snowballs and 2... whatchamacallit. This card's good, but I find it to be... a little win more and really hard to stabilize on, especially because we have Impending Dooms that kind of take away and eat at it. We do have Magus, which is great at blocking, but it looks like we're more of an attacking deck, and Polymorph lines up great with our removal suite right now. Ooh, baby. This card's spicy. That card is spicy. The responsible pick is Felm Stranger, right? We just have insanely powerful spells. We could use a 2-drop. And this lets us cast our insanely powerful spells. But Westwind Herald is cool as heck, as the kids say. It's cool as heck. I'm going to be responsible, though. Let's go for 7 wins. Rapid Shot. Feeding Time. Sure. I don't like this card in draft, but I need some for my collection. Shiny Scaly Gruon. There's potential. When am I going to brew with Westwind Herald? I have for a little bit. I'm going to again soon. The buff to Gemini Ritual is real. I think that deck is really good. The meta was a little too fast for it for a while. Now that it's starting to slow down, I might try and bring it back and work on it. We might do that this afternoon, actually. We may do that this afternoon. There's just no way we're playing a Scaly Gruon in this deck. Right? There's just no way. We already have one. Maybe I want this Backlash. Jeez. Thorn Beast? Just to get some beef in there? Or do we finally take a Serpent Trainer? I've always been... Like, we have 3 Acolytes sitting around now, and a Yeti Snowslinger to eat, and a Felm Stranger. Yeah, let's just get some beef in there. I've been mildly impressed with Back Alley Bouncer in the current meta, but we're gonna get a Stone Scar Magus here instead. I mean, Fel was embarrassingly open, right? Like, Fel was just obscenely wide open. I'm glad we took the fixing, because when you have like just super high quality playables, like you just want to cast them. I don't think we're gonna bother splashing Champ of Chaos. I don't think we need a Trickster's Cloak. We have 1 Cold Acolyte, 1 Levitate. That's not quite enough, but Amethyst Acolytes help to push them through. Well, we'll look at that Trickster's Cloak again when we revisit it. I don't think there's a reason to play Alk Blast. We don't want 2 Gust, but we'll play the 1. We're not going to play a Vulture. What else needs to get cut? Spider. We have 3 Maguses to hold down the ground. Aerial Ace we don't need as a win con. We have other win cons. We still need to make more cuts. Mirror Image, I guess, will just be win more. This is a pretty good Flash Freeze deck. Like, I like Flash Freeze more than Trickster's Cloak, right? Yeah. Do we need 3 Maguses? We do need stuff to hold down the ground, but we don't need a ton. Maybe we just play 2. Make the top end nice and simple. Double Execute. Flash Freeze is cute with Execute too. It might just be unnecessary. A lot of removal. Lightning Strike's not going to be great in this deck because we're just so aggressive. Like, we're so aggressive. I could actually see Lightning Strike being dead a lot in this deck. Like, a lot. Man, we have no Dark Returns. Rough. So we have, like, double Static Bolt, Violent Gust. Like, essentially our Executes can work as Lightning Strikes. Hey, Denominator. Hello, hello. So it's kind of weird, but I'm going to cut it. I think it makes sense. We have plenty of other removal. And I think that I want this to be an 18 power deck. Let's check out this curve. 1, 2, 3. Double Static Bolt. Clear out stuff early. Combines all with Acolyte and all the snowballs. Cold Acolyte, Levitate, Desperado. I don't think it's correct to cut and execute, but it's what my eyes keep darting to out of this whole list. I think I do want the super proactive removal in terms of bolts and gusts. Maybe playing situational gusts isn't worth it because we're really going to need to use our Levitates and Acolytes on our own units a lot of the time. Hunting Scream only has 2 good targets. I don't know, you can use Haunting Scream as a 5-point burn spell. And it's really good on Cobalt Acolyte and Amethyst Acolyte, actually. Yeah, we also have 2 monuments. But yeah, Haunting Scream may just be win more, especially because we have no dark returns. Like, just getting these cashed in once is enough. 19 power with 2 monuments like this. You don't really need the reach of Haunting Scream when we have Impending Dooms. They'd have to kill our Impending Dooms. That's a tall order. This seems pretty good. Nice balance of units and spells. Yeah, exactly. We just don't need the cuteness of Haunting Scream and the situationalness of it. I can agree with that. It is cool as hell, though. And you've got to take that into consideration sometimes. But this deck does not need to take that into consideration. I think Static Bolt's better than Alkblast in this deck, and I don't think I want to play... Does it not realize I have monuments when it auto-adds this? I know the auto-add doesn't recognize strangers, but I don't know if it recognizes the monuments. Let's see here. We do need more Shadow, right? Because of Desperado and our threats early on. And Impending Dooms. It's just a 10-8 split seems about right. Sapphire Dragon does need double primal, but that's our only double primal spell since Polymorph got changed. I think I like 10-8 more than 11-7, plus we have Seek Power and Found Stranger. Yeah. Ooh, nice, Wobster Man. Congrats on Masters. Welcome to the Masters Club, although I'm not Masters in ranked actually at the moment. I should probably do that. This looks like a good deck, right? Pretty nice curve. Whoop! 2 Amethyst Monuments is interesting. I misplay Monuments a lot. Hopefully I won't do it this time around. But most of our stuff happens before 5. It can actually be a little awkward because we have so many 3s. We want to hit 6. We do want to hit 6, but a 3/3 lifesteal is a good card. It gives us the life gain our deck's lacking, right? The Ravenous Thornbeast actually could be considered for a cut as well, but I like it with double Magus, and sometimes you're just going to have these insignificant Snow Slingers and stuff lying around, and sometimes you don't want to play your Infiltrate units on 3 or your Acolytes on 3, so you do need a dude sometimes on 3 that's a 3/3 for 3. So I like the role it fills here. The card's just always rock solid. It's always rock solid, so I like this deck. This is a textbook 7-win deck, right? It's got bombs, removal, and a good balance of threats, and a nice curve. So I'm excited to see how we go 0-3. Like, what decks we're going to run into that just, like, train wreck us, right? Like, what decks are we going to run into that just demolish us? I'm interested to see. We're going to run into some really good stuff here.